Good morning, everybody. There's a bit of a delay. Welcome. You're joining Beck from Beck's House of Craft, and this is a little segment I like to call Breakfast with Beck. If you're here and you're new, let us know where you're from. We always love to have new viewers come and join us on a Saturday morning. I do this every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and I just love to create, and I share what I create with you guys. So, and hopefully you'll take a bit of inspiration from it to do a bit of crafting over the weekend as well. So I have my puppy French Bulldog under if you can hear grunting, it's not me. It's my puppy Drax. Well, he's not a puppy anymore. He's a dog now. But it's Drax under the table, and he's snoring. So where he normally sits when I craft. So welcome, guys. Let me know if you're joining me this morning. Hey, Renee, how are you? Thanks for joining me. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to show you a little watercolouring technique today that is a little bit different. Probably not the way you would have watercoloured before, maybe. I don't know, but we will see what you think. So I'm going to be doing a Christmas card today. Morning, Cheryl. How are you? We'll just wait for a little bit longer just for a few people to jump on. So if you're watching this on the replay, you can skip ahead a bit. So, it's a bit chilly this morning. I'm not really liking I like the sun. The sun is out. And if you've been following me for a little while, you know I don't like the cold weather. So I'm hanging for summer to get here. So I can't wait, for the mornings that you get up and you go, oh, it looks like a t-shirt day today. So, all right, I'm going to point you down and we're just going to get started. Hey, Maura, how you going? Hey, Lynette, thanks for joining me. All right, so I'm just going to get you started. I'm going to point you down and we're going to show you what we're going to do today. All right, let's go. All right, so don't forget, guys, as a reminder, we have the starter kit special happening not long now till it finishes. It finishes in October, at the end of October. You pay $169 and you get $286 in product, so it's always a good deal to join Stamping Up, but even better so at the moment. We've got 30% off the kids collection as well, and we also have online exclusives that are available for demos only, so if you join, you can then buy those beautiful online exclusives. So, all right, so today I want to show you a little watercolouring technique that I taught during the week, and I thought, hey, let's try it with some different shapes. So I'm going to be using the Peaceful Season and the Peaceful Evergreen stamp set today. So we're going to use the Christmas trees. I'm going to use some watercolour pencils and some watercolour brushes. And first things first, I just want to show you what we're going to, or how we're going to do it as such. So I'm going to show you some examples and then we'll make the card with the examples that we show you. So I just need somebody to give me a colour. Any colour in the world. It can be whatever colour you pick. Just somebody give me a colour. As long as I've got a pencil in that colour, we can do that colour. So I just need somebody who's watching to shout out a colour for me. And this just goes to show you that you can use any colour. You don't have to be a specific colour just because we're doing trees. So, what was the first colour that was out there? Green. All right. Green it is. So we'll do some garden green. So I'm just going to pop that aside. We'll do a couple. So we'll do green, and then we'll do blue and red. They're the first three colours that were shout out. So I'll do a few different ones so then you can see. So we've got blue, green, and red. All right. So, but we'll start with green. And I'm using in my watercolour collection here, and I probably should have filled up my watercolour pens. Oh well. We'll use the middle one from the water painters that Stampin' Up have. So we've got three different sizes. There's like a skinny one. We've got, what do I do? Easier to just to do this. So see how their heads are different? So we've got a skinny one, a fat one, and then a flat one. So there's three different brushes. Well, we need to use this one for what we're going to do today. So I'll just pop those two away, and hopefully I'll have enough water in here. If not, I might have to let Drax entertain you a little bit with his grunting while I go and quickly fill up that water brush. Anyway, All right. So we're going to grab our dies here. So you might not have thought to do this before, but I'm going to grab this big die. And you could use any open shaped die for this technique. It's not overly hard technique to do as such. All right. And then we're going to grab just some cardstock. So I've got some, these are just a quarter of a sheet of basic white. So I'm just going to trim them in half. So these are 10 centimeters or 10.5 centimeters by 14.9. So I'm just going to cut these down to 7.4. So just half. So we've got, you know, so you out of a sheet of A4, you're going to get 8 of these little pieces, if that makes sense. All right. So, and there's one I prepared earlier. Now, I've got a bit of water there, so I'm just going to get rid of that with my chamois. Because that come from the water painters when I opened them up. All right. So, when I use my water painters, I always have my chamois handy here. And that way, I can, you know, clean it off on the chamois and whatnot. My chamois looks a bit disgusting, actually. Bit dirty. But all good. All right. So, I'm going to pop the die down on my paper here. And then I'm going to pick up my green pencil. And I'm just going to squirt some water over my pencil. Now, these are watercolor pencils. They're from Stamping Up. They come in 2 different assortments. So I'm just going to get quite a bit of green ink. Now, this is a really easy technique to do. Like, it's not hard. And the fact is, you don't even really need to be, like, neat with it. So I'm going to turn my die up the wrong way. And then I'm just going to grab my watercolor. And this is just normal cardstock too, by the way. And I'm just going to color. Like, I'm not even going to worry about where my brush strokes are going. I'm just going to color in my die here. I'll pick up a bit more color here. And of course, because our trees are, you know, different shades and whatnot, we need to make sure that we've got different shades happening through the tree. So I'm not even concerned if the die moves a little bit. It's just to get that basic shape happening. All right, so we're just going to do that. I could pop a bit more on there. Go into that bit there. Right. So we're just getting that basic colour happening in the die. Any questions? No. Morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we all this morning? So I'm just doing some basic watercolouring using my dies as a shape. Rather than cutting out a mask, I'm just using that shape. See? So then I get just a rough shape. It's not a, you know, and it's meant to be a watercolour too. So having the watercolour then, you know, they don't have proper shapes as such, like when you want to do them. All right. So then I'm just going to just pop that onto my chamois there just to clean off if there's any green ink on it. And then we'll come back in. And actually, I'll do another size die. Let's grab this die here. And I'll do it. Now, it doesn't matter whether you have it up or down, just so long as you get that rough shape of the die. And then we'll do this lot with the red. So you don't have, like I said, it doesn't have to be green just because we're using trees. And I think our brain automatically goes, oh, well, I've got to use red because, what's going on here? Green because it's a tree. So that's not always the case. All right. So I'm just going to put a bit of a wash over here. And like I said, see, it doesn't matter what size die you use, so long as it's a big open die. And I think you want to be able to squeeze. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'm actually squeezing quite a bit of water onto the end of my watercolor brush. So you want that ink, you know, to get onto the brush so that you get the color that goes into the... And this looks really cool when I show you the end product, you'll see. So why I'm doing just a few different colors is so that dries. I don't have to get my heat gun. See, so I've just done one in the middle there. So I'm just going to chuck another one up here. I'll do that in the red as well. So we're just going to do 3 red trees on here. And you see, I'm not even, like, it's not hard. Like, it's not even, and it gives you that good watercolor wash in the shape of a tree. And then I'll do one down here. Put some more water onto my brush, my pencil. And it's not even really that messy. If you're working with your chamois underneath you, it's not really that messy either. All right. And you just got to move the water around so that it doesn't pool. Because when it pools, and as I said, remember this isn't watercolor paper. So this is just normal standard cardstock. And if you put too much water on, it will go all bally. So, no, just basic white, Megan. Just basic white. All right. So there's me red one. And then I'll use the skinny one, that tall skinny die, and we'll use the blue. So let me get the tall skinny Christmas tree. I'm just going to clean up that bit of red there. Don't want that. And you'll notice as you do it, I don't know, let me see if I can see a brush that we use. Your lead will disappear. So I don't know, can you see that? So a normal sharpened pencil, let me get a normal sharpened pencil, looks like that. So see how the lead sort of like disappears because we're washing it away. So see that there? I don't know, is it focusing? So there, see, it sort of washes away. So, and you just sharpen your pencil, Maura. So quite simple, just sharpen your pencil. Once you lose that point, you just put it through the sharpener and start again. So it's a little bit cleaner, I guess, than picking up the ink. You know how we do the CPR on the ink pads? I think it's a little bit cleaner. It's not as messy to do with that. And you can be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. A little bit more controlled, I think is the word I'm looking for, when you're doing it this way, because you can actually just put more ink on it as you go from the pencil. So I can just like pick up here and pop a bit more blue there. So just as I said, and it don't have to be perfect. Like, see, like it's pretty cool, isn't it? Love it. All right, so we'll just wash off our watercolor brush. So that's just my little technique that I wanted to show you, just using your dies as a mask rather than, you know, die cutting that out, getting a piece of paper or something else. You've got a mask already there ready to go. So, and you can do it with circles and squares and all sorts. So now this isn't quite dry yet because, as I said, it's a little bit cold here this morning. So let me just hit this with a heat gun and we will just dry it off a bit. Now when you use watercolor, not watercolor paper, when you use normal paper, you'll see how the paper bends a little bit. So that's normal. That is a normal process for water, like to do to paper, obviously. But I will show you a little trick that I use to get rid of that. So, all right. Morning, Bev. How are you? So what's everybody up to for the weekend? I'm going off to teach a class this afternoon at one of my friend's houses. She's got a couple of ladies coming over, so we're going to have a crafting afternoon together, so that should be fun. And then what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, then I'm in the studio all day prepping for next month. We have a couple of classes next month, Reindeer Days and our Sweetest Star Wreath. And we also have our Christmas stamp stack on the 24th of November, where you come and you make a whole heap of Christmas cards in one day, and we have lunch and all sorts. So, yeah, so I'm in the studio tomorrow all day. Fun, 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 fun. All right, so that should be dry now. So in order to get rid of those you know, the crinkle bits in it when we use watercolor, when we watercolor normal paper. I'm just going to grab my bone folder, and I'm going to sort of like curl like ribbon. So I'm just going to, you know, do it all different ways like this, and that sort of just takes that lumpiness out of the paper. You'll still get the curl as such in the paper, but you won't get the bumpiness of where you've watercolored. It sort of takes that bumpiness out of that paper. So Christmas card making, oh Lynn, that's the best kind of card making, isn't it? All right, so we'll do that, and then I'll just do this one here. All right, so there we go. So we've got our 3 different ones there. So I'm just going to grab the matching colours. So I'm going to grab Garden Green. What blue did we use? Night of Navy. Oh, that's a dark one. We'll go Night of Navy and then Real Red. So I'll grab the inks up here. You could do this Christmas card making, Lynn. That's... But as I said, doing them different colours, are they necessarily Christmas trees? That's a question, I guess, isn't it? All right, so we're going to pop this on here. I've got to tell you a story, actually. So I have, in my other job, so I work at our local IGA store during the week. That's my, you know, week job, and then this is my weekend job. And I had a trolley, I guess, as such. And it was an ancient trolley. It was so old. It was double shelved sort of trolley. And I convinced my boss to get me a new trolley during the week. And so he got me this nice new H cage sort of double decker. It's got 4 shelves in it. It's an awesome trolley. So I was saying, oh, I've just upgraded my trolley. Kind of like, you know, when you upgrade your husband, you get a brand newer model. So I kept saying that my trolley was my new 20-year-old Italian husband, and I've named it Riccardo. So I had the girls in stitches at work during the week, calling him Riccardo, my brand new trolley. So if you're in at IGA at Pewsdale and you see me with my trolley, make sure you say g'day to Riccardo. All right, so now I'm just going to grab the matching stamp to the dies that we've watercolored, and I'm just going to stamp over. Now, I can't see through these because they're red rubber stamps, right? So I'm just going to stamp roughly where I've inked. No, I'm not trying to line it up or anything like that. I'm just roughly stamping where we've inked. And you can see then, see how we get that nice watercolor background, but we get the detail of the tree. So you could do that watercolor background a different color. So you could do it green or whatever, you know, and you could get some really nice autumn tones for autumn trees and whatnot. So it's just a really good way to get a background. So, all right, let me go and we'll do our green one here. So we'll get our Garden Green ink. I know, really, really awesome tip, this. It's just so cool, the look. And I've got a couple of different cards here that I want to show you when we're finished. See, so I'm not even going to try and line it up. I'm just going to stamp it over. And look at that. Isn't that magic? Like, you get that nice washed look in behind the tree. And you haven't had to do any, like, die cutting or anything yet. Alright. So we'll get rid of that one. And then I'll grab my Night of Navy. And you don't, as I said, you don't have to use the same colour stamp. So, because look at that. See how you get that different look? And I wonder if I grab my Craft White ink, and then you could put a bit of Winker Stella over the top of that, or, you know, doesn't have to be whatever. And, like, there's lots of different, like, Christmas trees that you could use. Let me grab some Craft White. I'm going to see what this looks like. So I think a lot of the time it's just experimenting. You know, white cardstock is really rather cheap. So when you experiment, you know, and you've got 2 sides to the cardstock as well. So, all right, let's see. ink up some white here. Now, I'm definitely not going to be able to line this up. But, oh, look at that. Did you see what that did? I should have done a before and after. We should have. But look at that. That just gives it, I don't know. It's trying to focus on the background, not my hand. Can you see that? How cool does that look with a bit of white on it? And then you could even chuck some Winged Stella on that. And, oh, my God, the possibilities are just endless. So, all right. So, which one are we going to use to make our card with today? The green, the red, or the blue? That's the question now I pose to you. Oh, look, I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. All right. How cool is that? Thanks, Megan. The green one? You want me to do the green one? All right, Maura, we'll use the green one. Let me just clean my craft white off. Oh, see, they're all saying, maybe I should do first to 5 votes because you're all saying different colours. Let's see, what have we got? Green, red, blue, red, red, red. Well, the red's the winner, I think. Red's got the most votes. Maybe we should do the red one. Red, red, red. All right, red one it is. All right, let's do that. Sorry, Maura. Red got you outvoted. Should I put a bit of white on the red ones, do you think? Like we did to the blue? What do you reckon? And I mean, when you look at all the different colours that we've got in the Stampin' Up range, like, you know, and all the pencils and stuff, there's unlimited choice. So, all right, I'll put a bit of white on the... Where did I put my white ink pad? Here. Put a bit of white on that, and then when we cut the other stuff we're going to put with it. See, I'm not even trying to line them up. That's the beauty about it. You don't have to be pedantic and trying to line up and, you know, get it right. It's just very easy to do. All right, so now I'll just clean this one off. Now we've got to go card base. What colour? So if we did perhaps an old olive or a mossy meadow card base, maybe, do you think? A green. I'd love to use that beautiful new paper. Let me show you the paper. Well, it's not new. What if we do use the new paper? What? I just got this new paper. This is one of the online exclusives, so you're getting a bit of a sneak peek here. It's coming out next month. What if... I'm going to pop that there to dry. Oh my goodness, I think Drax is just... What if we use some of this? Look at this redness goodness. Look at that. We could do that. Oh, la, la, la. Doesn't that look special? Or we could do that. Oh, I'm thinking if we use this and then put a bit of a green border around it, this paper is just divine, Judy. And it's got double-sided, but the gold is on the front. Just love it. So this is the perk about being a demonstrator. If you join, you get to get all of this stuff first. And then you can play with it, and oh my goodness, it's so good. I'm liking this one. What do you think? So I'm thinking if we do this one here, although we can't see, that's got a lot more to it. Oh, I kind of like that one too. Oh, choices, choices, choices. All right, let me get rid of this here. All right, so these are, I'm going to put these as your choices. So you got choice number 1 as our, and then we're just going to see a little bit of a border. And then, oh no, we won't. You'll see a bit more. Or choice number 2. So we've got this one here as number 1, or this one here as number 2. No, 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 you won't lose the trees, Chris. Trust me, we're going to put another layer underneath it. So this is going to be our background. So 1 or 2. I mean, let's go like this. Hey, look at that. 1, 2, 2. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3 votes for 3. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 votes. So number 1. Number 1's the winner. All right. So I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to cut this. It's on the flip side of it. See, there's even those trees on the flip side. Oh my God, it's just gorgeous. And I love the fact, so they've released this early, like as a Valentine's Day paper, right? But I love the fact that they've released it early because it's red and gold. Like we can use it for Christmas as well. So it's like a double banger paper that we can use for Christmas and for Valentine's Day. So it's awesome. Just saying. All right. So I'm going to do that. And then I'd still need this. I don't know why I put that away. Then I think if we get, we've got our red bit there. I think if we get some garden green maybe. Garden green. Or maybe if I do, I'm thinking even maybe early espresso. Let's just see. So this is what we do, just to, you know, have a bit of a play. So if I do like early espresso paper background, and then I'll pop a bit of garden green in here like so, just to pop it up and give it a bit of a jazz. What do you reckon? Or do we do it the other way around? Do we go garden green background and then pop a bit of early espresso in here like that, just to give it a bit of a border? What do you think? Oh, shaded spruce. I like your thinking, Julie. Let's have a look at what shaded spruce looks like. Oh, and conveniently, I've already got a cardstock in that. All right, we got shaded spruce. Look at that. Perfect cut fit. And then we could do that, and we could do that. Let me hold that up for you. What do you think? See how then it gives us that, the trees then stand out a little bit more on it? What do you reckon? I actually like the shaded spruce with it. That looks cool. Julie, I think we'll go with that. What about a gold mount? Well, what about if I grab out this paper? What colour have we got in this paper that we can mount it with? Green, green, blue, green. See, they're the wrong colour green to go with our shaded spruce. We've got this. Oh, look at this. I'm throwing stuff everywhere here. All right, so we could go, get rid of that. I could use this underneath this. So we've got like lots of gold tonings then. So we could go like that, and then like that, and then like that. What do you think of that flavour? Do I go the early espresso, or do I use this one, the crumb cake one? What do you reckon? Crumb cake or early espresso? Decisions. Let's see what the votes come in at. Early espresso. Thin strips. We could do that. I think I like the early espresso too. Gives it more of a border, I think. All right. Done. All right, so I'm going to now cut this down. So these little pieces, remember, are 7.4 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters. So I'm just going to add another centimeter. So I'm going to do 11.5 centimeters by 8.4 centimeters, like so. So that'll give me my background here. And it'll give me a nice even border. So I'm going to stick that down using gems. But see this here and see that there? I'm going to cover all of that. I'm not sure if I'm entirely happy about sticking that down with that big piece underneath. So what I'm thinking is, where did all my dies go that I was using? I had them here somewhere. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Never mind. What I'm going to do is just die cut out my rectangles out of here. Because I can't do that. I can't, you know, you guys know me. So I just need to find a die. Look at that. Perfect. So I'm going to die cut this out of here. Like so. So let me just, and this is only purely for the fact that I love this paper and I want to use like more of it. So, all right, look at this. Oh, look. Is this like the crafter's dream of dreams? Brand new plate. Da, da, da. Dream of dreams. Look at that. You can see through it clearly. Oh, it's so nice. And with my awesome magnetic plate underneath, it means that my top plates now are going to last a lot longer. Alright, so that's just for Ron, really. It's not even for this card. It's just for Ron because, you know, I'm not going to waste it. Alright, so I'm just going to glue this piece down here, like so. Going to wiggle that round. And then we're going to pop that bit down over here, like so. So Bretty's gone off to do a forklift license course today. So he's gone for the whole day. So I'm going to take my assistant along with me to my class this afternoon. So Lukey's going to come and be my assistant. So, because he knows all the ins and outs of stamping and all the bits and bobs that you've got to do. So he'll be a good helper. Alright, so I'm going to grab my dimensionals here. And I'm going to stick this down. So I'm just going to put one in each corner. There, like so. And then I think I might put one in the middle as well. Let me put one in the middle. There. Alright. I know, right? We're not going to waste that beautiful paper. And then, I mean, I should even really die cut some of that, but cardstock, you know. Alright, so we're just going to stick that down there like so. And then that's going to pop over there. Like, look at that. Isn't that stunning? And you could even do the shaded spruce under there as well, just to carry it through. But, yeah, we don't need to. Alright, so then we need a sentiment on there. So I'm going to get the Peaceful Seasons sentiment. And I'm thinking, because, you know, well, I'm making it for Christmas, so let's see. Oh, no, Megan, what's going on? Why will you end up in hospital? That's not good. What's happening? Goodness me. All right, so I was thinking I'm using this little guy here, down the bottom here, and popping it like over here. But then I kind of like this Christmas one here. And I thought maybe if we cut that out in gold and then do a backing and shaded spruce. What do you think? This is just the ideas that are running through my head right now. So, I stamp it. Although I kind of like the idea of cutting it out in shaded spruce and then backing it in gold, or gold and shaded spruce. Which one? What do you reckon? Alright, so let me see. What have I got up here? I've got a bit of... I'm just grabbing whatever I can see up in my stash. Ooh, what's this here? 24, 26 in colour glimmer. So I've got this beautiful glimmer gold that we could cut the Christmas out in. Is it gold? It looks gold. Cut out the Christmas. Go for it. Oh, it's peach pie. Not really gold, is it? Alright, we won't use that one. Let me see what else I can grab at my fingertips. So all my designer series paper is like just above my head here. So let me see what else. Ooh, what's this? Oh no, that's pink. That won't go. Oh, I've got this stuff. We've got glimmer. So I've got this silver and gold. I think this might be retired, but that's okay. Or I've got gold. So textured metallic gold. What else have we got? Let's just... You know, my problem is I've got too many choices. This is half my problem. Choices. I mean, it's great to have choices because, like, who doesn't want choices? But, or what if, because we've done it in red, we use the two-tone? No, I want shaded spruce underneath the back of it there. What else have we got? Let's see. What's in this one? Ooh, what is that? Oh, I think that's pretty peacock. Yeah, wrong colour. All right. So I think we'll go with the plain gold, I think you're spot on, Mary. That's what I think. All right. So we'll go with the plain gold. I did think I had another gold packet open and it's got like lots of little bits in it. Oh, I've got this one. Ooh. Look, because they've got little bits. We could use them. We'll do that. Distressed gold. Will that fit? Will my Christmas fit on there? Yes. Look. Winning. Don't you love that when you get a little scrap bit and it fits? Oh, no, Megan. That's horrible. Oh, I hope it comes good. I hope they can help you. Are you in any pain? I hope you're not in any pain. Pain's not good to be in. I hope that they can help you. That's not good at all. All right, so I'm going to grab some adhesive sheet because, you know, I actually want to puff it up. So I'm actually going to grab the foam adhesive sheet. So see this here? And I ain't going to be sticking little dimensionals on the back of that. So I'm just going to, peel this back a bit and I'm going to stick this down here like so. Whoops. Like that. And then I'm just going to cut that bit out. Across here. So now, see, that whole piece is going to be on a bit of foam because I want that Christmas to pop. So we're going to die cut that out like that. And then this Christmas here, we're going to get some shaded spruce. So let me grab my scrap bag of shaded spruce. Oh my goodness. That's not a very nice dog. That wasn't a very nice dog at all. Goodness me, Megan. Take care. Like, that's just horrible. You know, I think if something like that happened to me, I'd be screwed. Because I'm allergic to every antibiotic that there is, I think. Even when I go to the doctors and I've got, like, an infection. Actually, I'm going to have to cut them separate because that poppy one's not going to work at the same time. When I go to the doctors and I've got a cold or something, they go, oh, what can we treat you with? I go, I don't know. You're the doctor. You tell me. So I hope that, I hope they can help you, Megan. All right. So I'm just running this through a few times because it is on puppy tape and I want it to, you know, die cut out that word nicely. So we'll just peel that off. Oh, now I got sticky stuff on my plate. And then I will cut this one out here. Like so. And this will be our background piece. Like so. Alright. And then if I peel this, so I like to try and keep it in the die when I peel it off because it's only a thin word. Don't really want to wreck it. So if I can keep it in the die, right, like so, and then we just pop it. Oh, ghosts. Must be time for Halloween. Ghosts in my craft room. Alright, so I'm just going to pop this out here and then pop out this middle bit here. Now see how it's still in my die? Oh, my eye's up there. I'll have to remember to get my eye. So I'm actually just going to take out or take off the backing piece here, like so. Normally it comes off in one big strip, but didn't decide not to today. Alright. Like this. The joys of Facebook Live when things just don't want to work for you, hey? Goodness me. It's broken my backing pit into lots of different little pieces, so that's okay. I'm trying not to take it out of the die. So, the magnetic plate, Mary, is just one that I made. So I got, my electric machine that I have has a magnetic plate, and I did wonder, oh, does that fit through our Stampin' Cut and Embossment? Now look at this. Now, see, I'm trying to be careful and not take it out of the die. And then, of course, now I've stuck to it. Goodness me. Yes, it's just one of the Quarter Creations, and I've just got, I cut it in half, basically, with my drop saw. But it's the best thing since sliced bread, and I've literally just done a bulk order because all the girls here now want me to cut one for them. So, all right. So, and then I'm going to, why I've left it in the die, and you'll see this here now, is because, and now my back end of my Christmas isn't going to stay, I want to just then line up the die, like so, over my words, so then I know it's going to go on nice and flat, and I can give it a good push, and then when I peel it off, I should be able to reveal the magic that it's all lined up nicely. Look, see? So it does take it a little while, and I'm just going to scrape out. Oh my goodness, there we go. All right. I haven't cut one for the mini yet. I'm waiting for the supplies to arrive, and then if it works, oh my goodness, I will be in joyous heaven, Megan. All right, so I'm just going to take out my little eye dot there, and because I can't forget my eye, pop that on there. All right, so now we've got our Christmas. We need to put Mary on it. So what I was thinking is if I got those dies again and did this little guy here and stamped Mary on that and then did Christmas like that. What do you reckon? Let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to die cut this. Have I got a spare bit of white floating around? Oh, here we go. We'll die cut that with the white. I'll pop that in there, like so. Like that. And then we will, I'll just pop that back in my little sachet there, because so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to stamp that Mary. Where's our Mary? Here it is. Now, who puts Merry or who puts Happy Christmas on their stamp, on their cards? Who puts Happy Christmas? Happy Christmas and Merry Christmas. Do we put both, or do we just put the Merry, or? All right. Where's my real red ink? Here it is. Merry? Yeah, I like Merry too. I think Merry looks good. All right. So we're going to pop our Mary here, and I'm just going to, will I do it straight, or I'm going to do it like that. I think I'm going to do it like that. Mary. Mary's happy to use both. Mary, get it? Mary. I just thought that was funny. Okay. Only just me? Merry Christmas is the right way to go. I like Merry Christmas. All right, so I'm just going to stick this down now. I am loving this red paper, this new paper. Oh my goodness, look at this. So good. So you guys have helped with craft. I didn't have this planned this morning. I think I need to edge that a bit. So I'm going to grab my shaded spruce and I'm going to do a little cheat edge here. I'm just going to use my ink pad here. You know, the lazy way to give it an edge. I was inking up the edges here. Look, see? And now it looks like I've got a very, very thin line of shaded spruce around the edge of my sentiment. How cool is that? All right, and I'm going to dimensionalize that. Go one in the middle there. And then we'll pop that down there like so. And then I want to do that across there like that. And that's going to be on dimensional as well, but I need minis for that one. And then I think what I might do, just for the bit of brown, because I think we need to bring in like a little bit of brown. Not too much brown, but I'm just going to grab, just trying to find it in my little stand here, but I think it's in the other drawer. Just talk amongst yourselves for a little bit while I get my... I'm looking for some twine. I think it needs some twine underneath there as well. All right. So I've just got some brown twine here. And I'm just going to do like a fake bow, double fake bow sort of thing. So all I do when I do my fake bows is I just loop. So I hold it in between my thumb and my index finger. And then I just do a loop there, a loop there, a loop there, and a loop there. And that's all I'm going to do. Grab my ribbon scissors. And then if I pop that there like so, I'm just going to do a little sample run here. Yeah, see, look, I just think it needs that little bit of nature in there. So to hold that there then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tear and tape. Just tear off a little bit of tear and tape there and hold it in the middle. So I'm just going to fold it over on itself like that. So now that's stuck in the middle there. And then I'm just going to peel it from the middle here. So if I can get my fingernails to work in the middle like so. And then see, that leaves me with that bit of sticky stuff there. So, and then I'm just going to roll it. And then that'll allow me to stick it down to my card and then put our Christmas over the top. And then I think it needs some gems. Oops, stuck that on the wrong sort of angle. I'm going to spin that round. Merry Christmas. Like so. And then I'm going to grab my favourite gems at the moment. Let me grab them. Oh my goodness, where are they? Where are they? Oh, thought I'd lost them. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use the Druzy embellishments, the little gems here. And I'm going to grab some of these. These are gorgeous, I tell you. I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to go 3. There we go. What do you think? How cool is that? Simple watercolouring, and it gives you just that beautiful effect underneath those trees. And I love that new paper. Oh my goodness, you should see my desk, guys. It looks like a bomb has hit it. I need my little helper to come in and help me clean it up. I think I make more mess by myself than when Luke and I are in here on a Wednesday night doing Wing It Wednesday. So, all right. And now, see, I've got another 2 more cards that I could, you know, I could even just replace that with that red background. Look at that. How cool is that? All right. Let me show you some of the other cards that I've done. So this is the one that I taught in our class this week, using this very same technique. So just using that little penguin, and I used the snow globe in the background here from the penguin, and we used Coastal Cabana and Daffodil Delight. So like, how super cute is that? So really, really cute. And then I did this one, so very similar to what we've just done, and I've just used the Peace and Joy. So this is Blueberry Bushel that I've used for this card, and a bit of our DSP in the background here. So there's lots of different ones you can use. And then I even had a go at doing the decorative tree dies. So, you know, I've done all the three different greens. I think that was Lemon Lime Twist, Garden Green, and Old Olive. And then I did a bit of a flick as well. Oh, I want to show you the flick. Let me show you the flick. Let me get rid of these and show you the flick. So this is, I think that's Lemon Lime Twist. This one here, look at this. Doesn't this look interesting? So this is Pumpkin Pie pencil on the background with Cajun Craze on the top. Like, doesn't that make a stunning autumn tree? And you, once again, like, you're not limited to doing it, but you can, oh, I don't even know where my dies are, but you could die cut that out and put like a whole scene of these trees on there. Those gems that I used, Lynn, are the Druzy gems. They're in the mini Christmas catalogue. Druzy adhesive backed embellishments. So number 164223. So, and they're gorgeous, just stunning. All right, let me show you a flick technique. Let me get rid of these dies. Actually, I'm going to lose them. I just know it. I'll pop them up here on my plate. All right, so so now see how you play and you get all of these different fronts, and then you can just, you know, embellish them and whatnot. So good. All right, so I'm just going to grab my Garden Green pencil again. And I just want to show you the flicking techniques thing. So I'm just going to, oh, my chamois is so dry because I've left it open last night. All right, so I'm just going to squeeze my water back on here onto my brush. And this just gives you another added thing if you like to flick. I like to flick, so I like to have, like, you know, that grungy look on my card fronts. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a flicking motion on the side here, and then I'm going to turn it around and do a little bit more of a flick up here as well, so you can actually flick the color from the pencil like so. So if I hold that up now, hopefully the camera will pick it up and you can see that little bit of a flick. What if I do that, get it real close? Well, look, it's not going to focus. Silly camera. Anyway, there's flicking there. Not sure if you can see it. Let me know if you can see the flick. But I like to do that. And you don't have to flick in the same color. You can flick in like a brown or the pecan pie or whatever. It doesn't really matter, but I just like that flicking. It just adds a bit of something to the background. So, all right, guys, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you think you're going to have a go at it this weekend? I hope you are. If you do, and you're in my Craft with Beck group, share what you make. I'd love to see what you do with your dies and using them as a mask. So it's a really easy technique, and it's great to do. So if you're in your craft room, have a go this weekend. All right, guys, that's it. Oh my goodness, my desk. Should I pan around and do you want to see what my desk looks like if I pan around and show you? Not only do I have this mess here as well, but this desk, I just throw it as I'm creating. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see that, like, I make a mess, really? Let me pan around, and I'll pan around and show you. Yeah? You want me to pan around? I hate delays on this Facebook. It's horrible. Nobody wants to talk to me. All right, I'm going to pan. Ready? All right. Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. You can't even see my desk. So I'm going to have to clean all of that up before I do anything tomorrow. That's for sure. So, all All right, guys, I hope you have a lovely weekend. I'm going to start cleaning, and then I've got beautiful class to go to this afternoon. Your desk is worse. I doubt that, Chris. I doubt that very much. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, if you do try this technique, to let us know and show us your designs in the Craft with Beck group. We always love to see what you create over the weekend. And that group is whether you use, retired, normal Stampin' Up stuff, non-Stampin' Up stuff. We just love to see what you're creating because, we're all crafty and we all like to do different things. So I'd love to see all your different photos. So please feel free to share in that group. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all for Wing It Wednesday at 8 o'clock with Lukey, or I'll see you next Saturday for Breakfast with Beck. Bye for now.